Hi, today I'm going to show you how to do reflexology / trigger point therapy on clients' feet. So first you would need to do compressions on their, before you actually put the chair down and sit down and do the whole, putting the oil on their feet, you would need to do the compressions. So you would undrape, you would take out the blanket. So you take out the blanket like that, leave the sheets on, and you would need to start compressing. You can do one at a time, or you can do it both at the same time. It feels better if you do actually compressions on both feet at the same time. So the position of my legs, one leg in the front, one leg in the back, right? So that way when I compress, my front knee goes to the front, so I flex my knee, so that way I can actually have more leverage. And to have even more leverage, I would put the back leg more to the back, right? So that way I have more leverage and I can press even harder. So the way I'm compressing, I'm squeezing there. If you would look at it, I'm squeezing starting from the heel all the way up. So that's how I would squeeze, right? And then I would use my knuckles, and this is the way I press on their heels, right? I would press on the heels, kind of like walk up. But mostly you would use your knuckles mostly on the heels, like that. They can, feet can take a lot of pressure on their, so by compressing with all your body weight, it would feel pretty good, but depends on the person. So then you would grab the chair. You grab the chair and would undrape the foot, right? So let's say you would undrape this foot, and now you would apply oil. So that's how you open the foot all the way from here to here. Not so much, so you would have access to their Achilles tendon. The Achilles tendon, you would do cross fiber friction on their Achilles tendon, right? So then you apply oil, and then right away you actually position yourself, so you move chair accordingly. So you would, so if you can see, I would start right away with effleurage, deep effleurage first. So I would grab with my palms, starting from the toes, I would grab the foot and go all the way down, grab it from the heel up, and then do it again. And as you can see, I use my body weight. So I lean. So then with both of my thumbs, I would go on top of their foot, like this, like that, just to show you, like this. But then you go like that all the way, same long strokes from their toes all the way up to their ankle, and then you would move towards this way because you're about to work on this area. So how you would start working on their area. So one of the great moves that feels great for them, and most effective one, is this doing this movement, kind of cross fiber friction of their muscles on their sole. So then you flex out like that, right? And do it again. So again, as you can see, my whole body moving, my whole torso moving with me. So kind of like this area is locked. These joints are locked. Okay, so then I would squeeze out, squeeze in, squeeze out, squeeze in. 1, 2, and I'm doing it pretty hard. Okay, and then I would use my knuckles and actually one knuckle is easier, and press again with my body weight, press, and then, or I would use this knuckle, press in. It's a little bit uncomfortable for me. If it feels uncomfortable, actually I get up if I would want more leverage, but otherwise I would use these knuckles or my thumbs. With working with thumbs, it wouldn't be as effective, so that's why it's easier to use your knuckles. So that's some of the moves. Then going up, depending on how much time you have, if client wants more work, focus work on their feet, then you would definitely do a lot of those moves. Try to find the trigger points, and then if it's more kind of like for relaxation, then you would do a lot of, again, still sturdy, firm strokes. And then another stroke that you would do between each toe, on the ball of the foot, there is a gap, kind of like in between each bone. So you would squeeze and go up and down, squeeze up and down, squeeze up and down, squeeze up and down, and then you would squeeze the toe, each toe, and then do circle of movement of each toe. So as you can see, as you can see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and then the movement of working on top of the foot is this. And I would feel actually a couple tight muscles over here, and I would just like go over them by clicking like that. And do a couple more deep effleurage, and that's how you would end the foot massage. And then of course wipe excess oil by covering with the sheet, and then cover with a blanket, and then you can move on to another leg, another foot. And this is how you do trigger point therapy and reflexology on their feet. Okay.